Dylan is going to be their go-to coming off the bench, Shedeur, if they need him. That's pretty much it. Hey Jackie, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hit the like button for me, please. Yep, let us get to. I think I'm at about 4,100. So we walking to 10,000. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Amber said, "I wonder if Kenny's injury is real. If it's an act that has become a soap opera." Well, I will say this: the injury itself might be real, but they dragging it out because they don't want him to really work out. So they could be lying, or they could be taking advantage of the fact that he's hurt and not in any hurry to get him back on the field. That's what I think. That's what I mean, honestly, I said the same thing. And when Adam Schefter reported it, I said, oh, that just means they don't want Kenny Pickett to play. They want to try to get the reps to Shedeur and Dylan, and really Dylan. And here's why. They want Dylan. Look at it. Dylan had who? Dylan had the most reps out of anybody. Why? I'm trying to get him to be better than Shedeur. So they think by giving Dylan all of these reps and holding Shedeur back, that Dylan is going to be better than Shedeur. I was on something called Spaces today, and I was listening to Cleveland fans talk. I followed the host, TC, and listening to Cleveland fans is what basically Spaces was. It's for Cleveland fans. And it was interesting to listen to them talk about how Shedeur's following is not going to help him get more reps. They were talking about, seeing who's the best between Dylan and Shedeur. They really don't think that he's good. I'm like, so y'all don't look at film? And here's what I said in the comments. I said, Shedeur was better than Dylan in college. Dylan played 6 years. Shedeur played 5 and still was the most accurate QB. That's another testament to Shedeur doing the most with the least. That's Shedeur being efficient with the least opportunity. If I'm in school for 6 years, I should be better than the guy that was in school for 5. So Cleveland didn't think about that when they drafted Dylan Gabriel instead of Shedeur. They just thought ignoring Shedeur would just go away after the draft. No. Now, Cleveland has made a fat, hot mess out of this entire situation. They are trying to save face by giving Dylan the most reps to try to get him ready. Because if Shedeur is better than Dylan, guess who's in trouble? Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski. That's when, what did the facility say? They lied to us. That's when the questions, even with the facility gone, the questions right now are loud. Why isn't Shedeur getting first team reps? I promise you. Even, I want them, go ahead on and put Dylan Gabriel out there. Because, see, we know what happened already. They think Shedeur's following is because we like Shedeur. This is Cleveland fans. They don't think we're following his career because he's good. They think we're just following his career and we're demanding. They said we're demanding that he starts, but hasn't been proven the best. What the hell were you watching in OTA session 1, 2, and 3 and mandatory minicamp? See, these people don't want to admit Shedeur is the best quarterback they have, but they don't want him. Just like the Denver Broncos didn't want Marlon Briscoe in 1968. It's the same thing. You're good, but I don't want you. So I got to keep proving it over and over and over and over and over. And when we can't see, yesterday I told y'all they're going to start nitpicking. It already started. Charlotte sent me an article. Again, I reshared it on X. It was a person who took the opportunity to analyze all of the press conferences from Stefanski, Andrew Berry, and the quarterback coach. And basically what he came up with is the narrative that the quarterback coach, who people said, no, Coach Prime, and it shows you it doesn't matter. The quarterback coach has a negative slant. He's talking about Shedeur as a famous person, but not as a quarterback. So it's like they're getting Dylan ready to play ball while they're just talking about Shedeur's celebrity. They don't expect much from him. That is the craziest thing from people who pre-draft with him extensively. What that means is, and Charlotte, thank you for the article. I responded to the email. Thank you. What that means is they're not taking Shedeur seriously. In fact, I read another article by an outlet that I told y'all I call Old School Digital Media, that basically said that an ESPN analyst or an analyst from another channel basically said all Shedeur got to worry about is making a team because it's not certain that he's going to make the roster, that he could be cut before the season starts. I told y'all that. I told y'all. And if you listen to Shedeur's interview that I shared yesterday, he said, he's grateful for everything because you could get another job tomorrow. You could not be here. When he said that, my eyebrow went up. He not worried because I think he know, if not now, by the next 2026 draft, he's either draft capital for the 2026 draft and he's on his way out. This is one season. He'll be like Baker Mayfield and go on and succeed. People are starting to talk about Baker Mayfield again and how much they really liked him. I'm like, well, then look at the fact that he's not there anymore. Somebody brought up the fact that Bill Belichick was there and he went on to the Patriots to be great. People just don't get the opportunity to be great in Cleveland because they are a bunch of screw-ups. They don't have a winning strategy. Being out there in that heat should be enough for you to want to get it right so you can go inside. But that's not it. What they talked about in Spaces, a real conversation about Kevin Stefanski. They were holding each other accountable and they were being honest and saying, if you say that Kevin Stefanski should be fired, it's like you're saying Tom Brady wasn't a good quarterback. They were like, what is it that this guy is untouchable? I said, because he's the owner's choice. He's doing the owner's bidding. The owner's bidding is what is being done on the field. See, the owners are hiding behind. The NFL is hiding behind the owners. The owners are hiding behind the teams. The GM's hiding behind the coach. And that's why people are saying Kevin Stefanski's job is on the line. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, because 2024 was abysmal and he got a new contract in 2024. Andrew Berry, too. They do exactly what the owner wants. Andrew Berry basically gets the players for pennies on a dollar. I wonder if I look at the players' contracts, if I can guess which players he cheats the most. He undervalues the players to benefit the team, but it doesn't work. It benefits the team financially. It keeps their payroll low for the players, but it doesn't help to win. That's what Andrew Berry does. Makes the owner smile. Oh, you got Jerry Jeudy for this few pennies. Oh, he's not that good. You got Shedeur for only $4 million. Keep him away from QB1. That's the Stefanski's job. The owners hide behind a management council. The owners hide behind their GMs. They hide behind, and the GMs hide behind the coach. Dylan has so many reps because they're thinking as if we didn't just watch these guys play in college. They're thinking if we give him the reps, if we let him play preseason, he'll be better than Shedeur. Shedeur has natural DNA and talent that makes him the best. Some people say the LeBron of the NFL. They think if they have Dylan out there with the most reps, he'll be better than Shedeur. So you think drafting Dylan was going to make somebody think he was better than Shedeur. You think because Dylan is number 3 that he's better than the guy who should have been number 2 overall. You think because Dylan went in the 3rd round and you give him the ball enough times and reps that he's somehow going to be better than the best quarterback in college. Dylan was there for 6 years and wasn't the best quarterback in college. And I got news for you. The older you get, the younger players are going to surpass you. I'm pretty sure Shedeur is younger than Dylan. I could be wrong. They said he just turned 23. Dylan was in college for 6 years and was supposed to go in the draft last year. Came out this year and didn't get no better. He was going to be an undrafted free agent or a 7th round. So they knew they weren't getting a good quarterback. That's why they got 2 running backs. But now that they got Shedeur, I got to try to make Dylan better than Shedeur. Good luck with that shit. Good luck with that shit, because that ain't going to happen. That means you're underestimating just how good Shedeur is. And throwing the damn ball it's more to being a quarterback than throwing a damn ball. If that was the case, he would have won the damn Johnny Unitas Award. Did he? Did he win the Arch Manning Award? I think Cam won that. So you want a guy who didn't win any awards in college, who was there longer than Cam and Shedeur. You want that guy to beat out these guys who are superior in talent, who did more than he did in less time. That's what you want. So I want y'all to understand, that's why Dylan is getting all of the reps. So with Kenny Pickett out, let's see what they're going to do. Because Shedeur should now be working out with the ones. The message that Cleveland should get is you have a part-time QB in Flacco. You have an injury-prone QB in Kenny Pickett, who's not good anyway. I'm going to suggest you get Shedeur ready because he already better than Dylan. But see, coming out and saying we want a quarterback next year is essentially saying we don't care if we lose. We don't care if we lose. So let's see if they can withstand the pressure. Because see, right now, it's a full-time job for Stefanski. It's a full-time job for Stefanski to try to hold back Shedeur. Look at all the variables God keep putting his way. It's funny. You see how karma works? They keep putting obstacles in Shedeur's way. God is putting obstacles in their way. Oh, you want to hold back Shedeur? Well, let me just move Kenny Pickett out the way. Now what you going to do? You're going to appear racist at some point. That's what you're trying not to appear. That's what you're trying not to appear. But so many people are talking about this. It is becoming obvious. 17-32. Marlon Briscoe, which means the NFL has not changed their philosophy on black quarterbacks since the 1920s when they banned black quarterbacks. Everything has been a performative act to not appear racist.